I was 38, and I was going to get some life insurance because we were expecting another baby. And when I went to get the insurance, they did some blood work on me, and it came back, and the guy said, I'm not going to give you life insurance, and I suggest you go to a doctor immediately because there's something wrong with your liver. And so sure enough, he came in the room and said, hey, I hate to tell you this, but you're really unlucky. There's a good chance in the next 4 or 5 years you're going to need a transplant.
He was miserable. He was just miserable.
When the bile backs up into your liver and it's not getting out, what happens is that bile gets into your bloodstream. And so you get the worst itching you could ever imagine, 10 times worse than poison ivy or anything like that, and it's everywhere. You're just really super tired. So I'd go from feeling okay to a block itch, and then all this itching would come in, my eyes would go yellow, my skin would go yellow, and you get very confused what's happening.
So when we met Steve, he came for the second opinion type, and he already has a liver transplant, so he has experience in liver transplant, and he was at the stage, in the end stage of his liver disease. Post-transplant, he was malnourished, he was debilitated, and he was jaundiced, meaning he was a little bit yellow on the skin. So he looked kind of deteriorated when we met him.
I was laying in bed, it was hard for me to get out anymore. She said, what do you want? I don't want to leave you guys, but I can't do this anymore. And she said, give me 2 more weeks.
He didn't have a choice. The liver he had received in his first transplant had shut down. It was causing kidney problems, digestion problems. It was his only option, was to be retransplanted.
Sometime in May is when we had our evaluation, and we were transplanted 31 days later.
Well, my first memory of waking up was this big hot blanket on me and somebody going, I'm giving you a bear hug. But I quickly knew that, hey, what I was waiting for had happened. And right now, I'm alive.
When they took the tube out, and he literally looked at me and he's like, I'm running the Marine Corps Marathon. I go, I know you are, but let's just focus on getting through this right now. He's like, no, I'm gonna just make sure a transplant's okay with it, but I really wanna do this.
It just attests to his total passion for accomplishing things.
You know, when you're sick and you're just trying to hold on, you lose all hope and you lose all dreams. UVA gave me hope because they said, I'll find you an organ.
When I learned that Steve was running this marathon, I couldn't believe it because he ran it a few months after the transplant. So I was very impressed by the degree of recovery that Steve achieved.
Cindy, if there's a more positive person in the world, I'd like to meet her, because Cindy is all about, it's gonna work, it's gonna go.
They were there, they comforted you, they gave you support, they gave you strength. They just made you feel like you were in a place where they truly, truly cared, and they do.